to enjoy this ride. I'm not rolling solo. I have a guy you love to follow. When he's on the microphone, your spirit cannot go low. It's going to be all over your face like Apollo. It's the one and only Azubi Konicha. What's up, bro? Good evening to you.
Apollo, that is mad.
Yes, now, because when Apollo, they all over person face.
You know.
Red all over your eyes like that.
I bet I know be Apollo. Good evening to you, Chuma.
You go to Mass, Apollo ones. The ones that went to Mass that year.
There's an Apollo actually in my head. I'm trying to remember where I know that name. But let's leave that behind and focus on the game itself. Good evening to the listener out there. Let me use the small time always given to me before Chuma will tell you I want to go on this break, and that will be the end of the show. Now,
look at my face.
I've seen you.
Okay, I could laugh.
You could have done?
Nothing more.
You could laugh. And you laughed.
I could laugh. Oh, it's a Monday again, so you're getting into the mood, Abby. Our play mood. Okay, so let's get into the groove. Like he mentioned, quite a handful of things to talk about. I don't want to be an encumbrance to Azu sharing a bulk of those stories, but I mentioned August being a special month.
Yes, sir.
No other month has as many things attributed to it like August. So first off, you have August break, connected to the rain.
And I know Festus loves August break.
Oh, Festus. I see. Nice one. You also have August meeting. Certain part of the country.
August women's meeting.
Special meeting, yeah. And you have even Caesar was Augustus. Sorry, carry on, no vex.
St. Augustus is listening. So, where do you want to start from? Women, men, basketball?
I think that we, men, love it when we give preference to women.
Okay,
you get
like that. Women. Nigeria senior women's basketball team is what we're talking about right now. The D Tigress. For those of you who are mixing them up, D Tigress, name be women. D Tigers. Those are where they are. I remember that. Now, they began preparations for the 2026 FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup scheduled for September 4 to the same month, the 13th. That's about how many days? 4 to 13th is how many days? That's about 9 days of that event in Berlin, Germany. And it's going to be something huge. According to what we have heard, the Nigeria Basketball Federation are saying that the reigning AfroBasket champions, who have won it 5 times in a row, are in Chicago. They opened the camp in Chicago and they rounded off. They started on the 28th and they rounded off on the 2nd of this month. That was yesterday. So today is another movement entirely. The team will now continue their preparations in Tenerife, moving from Chicago to Spain. That's where you have Tenerife, and it's going to be from the 15th to the 24th of August. That will be after they've left Tenerife. Okay. So did I jump to Tenerife? Yeah. They have
that's a connection around Spain, right?
Yeah.
They actually have to stop that year that we knew about.
But before you talk about it, calm down.
Sorry, sir. Carry on, sir.
So they moved to China first, actually, before they go to Tenerife. So China is where they will have some 9 days, 3rd to 14th, 11 days actually. And what we've confirmed is that the airline partner is what is actually sponsoring all of this trip and making it easy. So they have about 4 places to touch down before they have the basketball World Cup starting in Germany. So ExeJet is actually taking them to Haikou, China, where they'll be playing 3 friendly matches between the 3rd to the 14th of August. Then the team will now continue their preparations in Spain, like I mentioned earlier. So it's Chicago, Haikou in China, and now Tenerife, where they'll be moving in there from the 15th to the 24th of August. That's another 9 days to play some good basketball. Warm-up games, they'll be playing against the likes of Spain and also Belgium before concluding their warm-up games in Zaragoza. So they'll have to go back to Spain again to show where they all started, and that will be where they'll be playing against the likes of Mali and Puerto Rico. All of this is just to put them ready for the World Cup that's going to be kick-starting. And the MBF president, from what we've confirmed, who is actually speaking on behalf of the MBBF, Amadou Musakida, has said that the Federation and its technical committee are doing all they can to show their commitment as to ensuring that the team is mentally, physically, and tactically ready for the World Cup. We just hope that all of this will come out as perfect. Yeah, remember we talked about how much they were supposed to be paid and the houses they were supposed to be given, $100,000.
Yeah,
I wouldn't delve into that because I don't know if they received the money cash and carry or not.
If the Super Falcons have not yet received theirs, the money part that is, I'm not sure about, like you said, the Tigers. But that's not me having to digress, bro. I'm just trying to remind the listener of how great this team can be. When they did it 3 times in a row, we thought it was the end, but they went on to do it 5 times, man. These ladies are something else.
Well, that's it, folks. Nigeria have finally reached the top of the...
Yeah, they had seen their male counterparts do that, in 2015 as African champions, and they said, hold my beer. We will not just do it once, we'll do it consecutively. And the Tigers have done that 5 times in a row. Great stuff. So they deserve all the things they're getting now. And it feels like the MBBF are learning from the NFF, from the POV of, let's ensure our girls play enough games, do even better than what the NFF did perhaps for the Super Falcons. Play enough games before they get into competitive mood.
Exactly, and that's what they are trying to just build. Playing top-class teams. We'll mention the likes of Mali and Puerto Rico. That's later. Spain first. That's a top team. When you mention Spain, anything sports right now, especially sports has got to do with the ball. Talk about football and basketball. Spain are dominating, and that's a big one for them. That's some huge exposure for the girls. And there's something I also noticed. When you play games like this and you show arrangement and positioning like this, one thing works out. You get the top players that you never thought about coming to play for the team.
Yeah.
Remember I told you sometime that somebody who wasn't even really a Nigerian wanted to play for the Nigerian team, for the DD Tigers. Remember the Ogumike sisters, especially Nneka, the bigger name, wanted to play for Nigeria when the all looked good. But in the end, we couldn't still make it happen. Yeah, not really the fault of the Nigerian Basketball Federation, but we just have to put our houses in our house in order. What I'm saying now is, after these games, what happens? Do we have a league to show forth? This is what Daniel Chukuma will always say. What is our league?
Is important.
It's a huge thing.
We're streaming live, bro. Let me just mention that to the listener. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. Facebook is Nigeria Info space 99.3. YouTube is just Nigeria Info FM. You can go there and drop your thoughts to react to any of these stories that you hear on the show tonight. And I and Azu will take our time to read those comments of yours. All right. Thank you so much. So check it out again if you can. Azu is putting on a suit that suits him. It looks like a guy who's going to a hotel suit after this show. I'm just on a regular t-shirt, you know. It's a t-shirt or some swagalisho, I don't know, man. But you can check it out and let me know what it is.
So it's easy for you to know those who are sharing the money. The big boys don't dress up. They just say, okay, who has worked well today?
Whining.
Let's give them a tip.
Whining.
We have to dress to the occasion as 95 staff, you know.
Bro, respect these babes. Respect these babes.
Fourth quarter, Nigeria smelled blood in the water at the top of the fourth as Traore and Ogoke. That will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Your African champions 2021 are none other than the Tigers from Nigeria with their three-peat.
They added 2 more titles to that, and they have 5 now. They want to make it 6 in the years to come as well.
They're not tired. And just to let you know, the group they'll be playing in is Group B at this World Cup, which I mentioned will start just in September. They have Hungary on that group, which is the top-ranked team as far as seedings and ports are concerned. They have South Korea also above, then Nigeria in third, and France also on that group. So we'll have Hungary, South Korea, Nigeria, and France making up Group B. Group A has got Japan, Spain, Germany, and Mali. Germany had the hosts. And you have in Group C, Belgium, Australia, Puerto Rico, and Turkey. Then in Group D, you have the United States, the one everybody's scared of, Czech Republic. They've also got Italy and China making up that group. And it's going to be interesting. There's a huge possibility of the team qualifying. Teams qualify automatically. You have second and third also qualifying, but there's a way they work it out, which will be taking you guys through when we get to that stage, so you can understand better what it looks like playing in the
World Cup and
World Cup for the women also. For the men, the AS is actually also looking forward to qualifying for the World Cup. Remember, we told you the last time that they already have been regrouped. The D Tigers, that's what they are called in Group E. They're playing alongside Cameroon, South Sudan, Cape Verde, and Tunisia. Not forgetting Guinea. This is what promises to be a highly competitive and qualifying series for the Nigerian team. So you look at all of that, and the president is still speaking, Musa Kida. We didn't hear a lot of him when we needed him to speak, but I'm not going to hold him ransom right now. Let's just follow what we have and enjoy what it looks like is coming, even though we know that our league is not giving us what we want. He has called on Nigerians to rally behind the country, but people are saying when we needed you to speak or rally around this league, you didn't show up. So don't tell us to run around the country or rally around the team. We know what to do and what we're supposed to do. We know what's supposed to come to courts, but forgiving you on this, a lot of Nigerians are not ready to let that slide. But we'll have to follow up with what is happening. The Tigers are ready to begin their campaign in FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. That starts in 2 weeks. I think it's on the 24th. Nigeria will be having their first game. I went through all of the fixtures and I'm seeing...
They did very well in the previous phase, right?
They won all their 3 games, and you must give it to the new coach, Fizdale, who actually came in to just steady the ship in that sense, and it was really, really a good outing for the team, winning the first one slightly, then moving up from the second and the third, and the last one was just a wonderful victory for the team. I think it was on 5th of July. They beat Rwanda scandalously, 106-62. So they're playing Cape Verde on the 30th. That's one very tough game they have. Before then, they'll play Cameroon on the 27th. That's the date I was trying to remember. Then on the 28th is against South Sudan. These two teams are really, really tough. South Sudan and Cape Verde. You know what South Sudan have been doing in the world of basketball these days, and you must give it to that man, Lo Deng, and that's what we're looking forward to seeing. Which Nigerian is going to stand out? I've done this thing before.
Start the NBA years ago, come through and then help your nation's sport.
And I tell you, there are a lot of Nigerians who want to do this, but you know how
politics is different, right?
It's going to be to make it happen. Lo Deng was given that rep or that level because he chose to do. It's not like things that work. It's not like they have the basketball court over there, but he just felt, man, this is what we have to do. And look at what happened. They had the number 10 draft pick in the previous NBA draft.
That was this tall boy.
I'm trying to
does not have to leap or jump to get to the rim.
A lot of
7 feet plus tall.
How many of them are you going to talk about? It doesn't make them the best of players,
but the height already just gives you some
when you need
advantage
him,
a bit.
Those clutch times when you need those clutch points, just put him there, and everybody has to foul him to get the ball.
This guy is taller than Wembayama. The one
I
saw.
A lot of them way taller than Wembayama. I saw Bol. I think he's South Sudanese or Sudanese actually. Bol is really a ball. Your name not ball. I just wanted to get that line. So it's getting really interesting, and we hope to see the best come out. You talked about Victor Wembanyama. Can we get into him right now? We'll have 1 or 2 things.
Yes, bro.
Okay, Victor Wembanyama is a big name right now. He's reportedly set to receive his own Nike signature sneaker. That's what we're hearing. He's got a new one coming from him. We saw something with Kate Cunningham last season. Same thing is happening to that man, and he's just around 21 or 22. I can't remember the age of that young man again. Victor Wembanyama. After agreeing to a long-term contract extension with the brand, the deal was supposed to expire in October, and look at what he's getting right now. This new partnership comes before Wembanyama's original Nike contract, which was scheduled to expire in October. What is the amount? 5-year deal, 252 million maximum rookie contract, $250 million.
Crazy, man. It's 22 years, like you're saying.
Maximum rookie scale extension, actually, is what he's getting at this point in time with the San Antonio Spurs. The 22-year-old became eligible to negotiate the deal after the Spurs were eliminated in 5 games by the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals. What a deal. $252 million. Just give Onitsha family. I know I had this one. But we know we're going to make money.
Good thing for you is you already have the height, man. Just, when Madame also has that height, your son will be taller than you, which already puts you in a good place to be in the NBA.
Okay, so you're talking about the future and not me going back to play the league. I understand.
I'm talking about you.
But Chris Bosh is saying something. That's a Hall of Famer who had his deal, his career cut short. He had the same issue that we're seeing with Wembanyama right now. Something that's got to do with blood clotting and all.
Oh, okay.
And he's saying that he said this in an interview actually, that he nearly died earlier this year. He recounts the experience of a pulmonary embolism that affected him in January. And what he's saying right now is that he's advising Victor Wembanyama to also be watchful. You remember a whole season we didn't see Wembanyama play. He just started the season and he left. I think that was his second season in the NBA. Oh, it's his first. I think the second. This is his third season right now, where he got to the final. Should be playing his fourth, and he's really had a blistering career. And I hope that this that he has said wouldn't be a negative for him. This was a man who was an all-star during the final 11 seasons of his NBA career before health issues forced him to stop playing. I hope we're not going to be saying anything about Victor Wembanyama.
Partnership with Dwayne Wade and LeBron James.
You understand? It was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy.
2 NBA titles together. Yeah.
We just need to see Wembanyama win those titles and not retire early. And another fear for me for Victor Wembanyama is his height. When you start having issues like that, another thing they start checking is how tall you are. As much as you have an advantage to that height, sometimes it's has its own negative sides.
Maybe knee injuries too, man.
Exactly.
To move from that challenge for Chris Bosh, who we thank God is still alive, by the way, and he's still enjoying the money he made while playing the sport. Let's talk about the guy who's not just enjoying the money now, but looks like he's enjoying the love too, man. Your cousin. I'm sure that you and him will like to hang out soon.
With Isaac so strong. Mitchell pulls up. He knocks it down.
Boy, I tell you, those are his shots. Talked to him before the game. Keep the boots off of that backboard. Good job.
Mitchell lines up a 3. He knocks it down.
So capable.
That's the guy, Donovan Michel. Azu, what's up with Donovan? Should I allow you land on Donovan? You know, shout out to the guy who played soccer.
Are you taking us to the days of Clint Dempsey and Oguchi and Yo right now? Okay, so what part of Donovan Michel do you want to hear right now?
Bro, just give me the Coco, man, because, you know, I don't want you to Jones on this show, because he and Coco Jones are together now, man.
Chuma is being a smart one on me, but no issues. I'm going to carry on. That young man... he didn't have to be at Pella's wedding to get married.
Right, he had his own wedding.
And this was some people called the other one child abuse, but I'm not. What I'm focusing on right now is that the American singer and actress Coco Jones,
Grammy winning, bro,
tied the knots.
It's not Vince.
I'm Grammy winning Coco Jones NBA right now.
Sorry, sir.
Has he won the ring? I hope she will not say, "I have my Grammys. Do you have yours?" You know,
your NBA.
I'll leave that out. Coco Jones is a great woman. She has started off with the NBA player, and it was a glamorous wedding. It was a ceremony attended by family, friends, and several notable figures. I was almost there, but I missed my flight, actually, from the entertainment and sports industry. The couple actually exchanged vows in an elegant celebration, and Chuma was virtually there in that sense. It was a blend of romance, luxury, and celebration glamour. I hope this will bring out the best. I hope you will actually connect or tap into that grace to win the NBA title. I won't say beyond that.
If one can destroy 1,000 to 10,000.
No, they didn't say destroy. Chase.
Sorry, no vex. But this should inspire Donovan. You know, Michelle. You're 29 years. Now you are married. Be motivated to go and win an NBA title. Help the Cleveland Cavaliers to get back to that greatness that LeBron James took them to some years
ago. We're expecting LeBron James to join him up there.
Only for James to now say, no, I want to be with the Sixers. Okay. The Fixers are the Sixers.
I'm getting closer to 60. Let me play with the Sixers.
Can we open the phone lines briefly? We have 3.5 minutes to wrap up the show. Azu actually has a bit more for you.
Yeah, it's just about trades. I think we've covered the major stuff. I could just touch on that. But the phone lines very much.
Yeah, so we don't have cause to trade blames to the listener.
Not at all.
0201 277 0993. You want to check our Facebook too? Perhaps comments could be waiting for you there where we're streaming live, facebook.com. Of course, you just check out your Facebook app and then find Nigeria Info Space 99.3. Here's the number you can dial to join the show. You want to speak about Michelle getting married to Coco Jones and how it could make him a better basketballer or not, or even Nigeria's the Tigress, the quest to do well in the World Cup with these preparatory games on standby for them. You can dial 0201 277 0993. That's 0201 277 0993. Azu has a call waiting for him.
Is it my call?
Yes, sir. It's yours.
Your call, bro.
Good evening. Hello. Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Azul.
Good evening to you, bro. Mohammed, welcome. How are you doing?
Let's see if we can hear you in like 30 seconds.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to the Tigers. I believe they can do well to the quarterfinals.
Right, of that World Cup.
That's going to be huge for them.
I believe. It's not even I'm believing. I'm sure.
You're sure.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mohammed.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Michel, happy married life.
Indeed, happy married life.
Maybe we can see a glimpse of him in the NBA.
True. Mohammed, thank you so much. Always nice to hear from this young friend of mine.
Very good one. I love the way he went about it.
HML for Donovan Michel.
Who else is calling us? What's the phone line again?
Happy married life.
While we wait for the calls to come in, or wait for more calls to be taken, let me run through one or two of the trades we've seen in the last couple of days, hours, whichever one. The first one that actually caught my attention has got to be, okay, we already talked about Victor Wembanyama. Let's talk about the Dallas Mavericks announcing just yesterday, Najee Marshall to a multi-year contract extension. This man had a fantastic, his best season was had last season, and so they felt, we shouldn't let this one go. While the franchise did not officially disclose financial terms, media reports from the likes of ESPN indicates the fully guaranteed agreement is worth $52.2 million over 3 years. $52.2 million over 3 years. That's some cool money.
Nice.
He had a very lovely last season, and the Dallas Mavericks are saying, we have to keep this man. Remember, they got Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
They got a couple of players. They lost Luka Doncic to the LA Lakers, and that's one of their biggest misses. So they're feeling like, okay, let's keep the ones we've got and see what we can make out of these boys. Now let's go to the man and the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors feel like we're not getting LeBron James, right? Let's go and get our own guy back. We're going to allow and go lost. Draymond Green is the man I'm talking about. He's also going to be having an extra year at the Golden State Warriors. He has a 1 year, $27.7 million deal through the 2026-2027 season. Same can be said of another top player who is none other than DeAndre Payton.
Tell us
the
about
second
that guy. Let's go into this commercial break. We'll be back with more.
Every generation is remembered by the voices that refuse to be silent.
Research has shown that 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio.
Subscribe to stand, to question, to challenge. Because history has never belonged to those who simply agreed. It belongs to those who said, I beg to differ. Welcome to the stage where ideas clash, where logic becomes power, and where every argument has the potential to shape tomorrow. This is more than a debate. It's courage in conversation. It's intellect in motion. It is the birthplace of tomorrow's leaders. August 10 at 3 p.m. Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt will come alive for the national finals of the I Beg to Differ Secondary Schools Debate Tournament. The War of Words begins at 3 p.m. on August 10. One podium, countless perspective, one opportunity to be heard. The question is not whether your voice matters. The question is, will the world remember what you had to say? I Beg to Differ, the Tournament of Champions.
Start your day and have a good time. Even when you need to clear your eyes. And when you need to have the break time. If not tea, up for garita.
Good time moments with Kivo Creamer.
Are you retired, getting ready for retirement, or know someone who is? Then don't miss this. Welcome to the Hares Insurance Retirees Club, an online community of over 1,000 retirees connecting, learning, and enjoying exclusive health benefits. And now we're bringing the community to life. The Hares Insurance Retirees Club is hosting a free meetup, a physical event where you will meet fellow retirees and discover tips for enjoying a healthier and wealthier retirement. Come enjoy fun activities, networking, free health checks, and more. Date Friday, August 21st, 2026. Venue Neka House, Alausa Ikeja. Time 12 noon. Attendance is free, but registration is required. Visit www.healthInsuranceGroup.com/retirees club. That is HEIRS, or WhatsApp 0815-3392-283 to register now. This is brought to you by Hares Insurance Group.
It was some weeks ago that those stubborn mosquitoes bit you. I remember. And now the symptoms? See how you're shaking like a leaf in Hamatan, and your temperature too is so high. You've been quite dull and haven't been eating well lately.
It feels like malaria symptoms, but I cannot afford to be knocked down now. I have a lot on my plate.
Then let us treat it immediately.
You're right. But which anti-malaria do we use this time?
Not to worry. The pharmacist gave me Linsonate soft gel the last time I had malaria, and it was very effective.
In what?
Linsonate soft gel. Let me go get it.
Stop malaria before it stops you with Linsunate Soft Gel, a product of Lean Edge Pharmaceuticals Limited. Available in pharmacy stores nationwide. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please consult your doctor. Linsunate Soft Gel. Live healthy. Enjoy your life.
Live healthy. Enjoy your life.
If happiness had a sound in Nigeria, it would sound exactly like that. For 75 years, Coca-Cola has been part of the moments that bring us together. From wedding celebrations to birthdays, namings, graduations, hangouts, and even everyday moments. It don't day, we still day.
I hope you are not shy. You may kiss the bride.
Now you get to celebrate with us and enjoy 20% more with our Coca-Cola, Fanta, and Sprite 60cl pack just for you. Get yours at any store close to you.
Progress looks different every day. Some days it's saving a little more. Some days it's sending money where it's needed. Other days it's paying bills or taking the next business step. With Advancely, every step moves you forward with smart savings, accessible loans, fast transfers, and seamless bill payments. Are you where you want to be? Not yet, but every step you take today moves you closer. Download Advancely. Start your history with us.
The decisions you make today shape the opportunities you'll have tomorrow. At Nile University of Nigeria, you'll experience an education that equips you to solve real-world challenges and seize every opportunity. Choose a university that gets you the advantage to become more. Visit nileuniversity.edu.ng or call 090 3000 1211 to learn more.
In every family, there are moments that bring everyone together. The school run, the drive home, weekend adventures, the laughter around the table. Now there's a radio station built for those moments. From Lagos to Abuja to Port Harcourt, Kids FM 101.7 is where parents and children come together through music, fun, learning, games, stories, and shared experiences. A station designed for the whole family. Safe, positive, engaging. A place where curiosity is encouraged, imagination comes alive, and family time matters because the best memories are made together. Tune in to Kids FM 101.7 in Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. Kids FM 101.7. Family, let's play.
Say after me. Millions of Naira shall locate us as we take part in the Milo Text and Win promo.
Millions of Naira shall locate us as we take part in the Milo Text and Win promo.
Get texting. More than 2 million people will share billions in cash and prizes, including 6 brand new cars. Buy any 20-gram Milo promo sachet. Find a unique code inside. Then dial star 8011 star 4 hash or scan the QR code on the pack and you could win big. Buy more, win more. Promo starts July 1st to October. Milo. PPP
Personal Pension Plan.
PPP
Personal Pension Plan.
PPP
Personal Pension Plan.
Tell me you've heard about PPP, Personal Pension Plan, brought to you by Awaba. Are you an informal worker, trader, driver, artisan, or even a content creator? You can now remit your pension payment directly into your personal pension account through any money point agents near you.
Tell us more.
Yes, so what this means is that your personal pension can now be easily monitored by you, and remittance is now easier and faster. All you have to do is go to any money point outlet near you, open a PPP account if you haven't, remit, and you have automatically begun the journey to securing your future with your personal pension plan. For more information, visit Awaba NG on Instagram or speak to any money point agent in your area. PPP
Personal Pension Plan.
PPP
Personal Pension Plan.
PPP
Personal Pension Plan.
Ologo Market, 3,500 Naira. Oh, goodness. Limits to choke you. Have no choice? Join InDrive. You can choose a ride, passenger, and negotiate the price that benefits to both of you.
Wow, freedom.
InDrive. Fairness to earn more. InDrive connects drivers and clients and is not a taxi service. It is not responsible for agreements between users. Learn more at indrive.com.
Progress looks different every day. Some days it's saving a little more. Some days it's sending money where it's needed. Other days it's paying bills or taking the next business step. With Advancely, every step moves you forward with smart savings, accessible loans, fast transfers, and seamless bill payments. Are you where you want to be? Not yet, but every step you take today moves you closer. Download Advancely. Start your history with us.
Life no dey stand for one place sake of say person get headache, backache, muscle ache, menstrual pain or toothache. That's now why millions of people dem trust Panadol Extra. Dem don prove in combination for clinic saying dey give extra relief for pain wey tough. If e no be Panadol, e no fit be like Panadol. Make you always dey read the label before una use am. If the symptoms no comot after 3 days, abeg go see your doctor or physician.
Daddy, I got the job!
Really? Congratulations, my daughter. I knew you would make me proud. Yes, Mama Gechi, please bring 2 glass bottles of chilled 50cl Coke. Let's celebrate. How much is it?
50cl glass bottle is 350 naira.
Great. Add glass bottle of Fanta and Sprite for yourself and Nkechi.
Ah, thank you.
Same big refreshment. Still just 350 naira for any 50cl glass bottle of Coke, Fanta, or Sprite. Grab yours today.
Start your day and have a good time. Kivo Krima. Even when you need to clear your eyes. Kivo Krima. And when you need to have the break time. Kivo Krima. It's not tea, but garita. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima.
Good time moments with Kivo Krima.
Kivo Krima.
Okay now, dependable insurance. After God, you are the next insurer. See as the boys the Allah. All the ladies the Allah. Insure your car protection from accidents. Unforeseen loss, you can see them. Mistakes are meant to happen. If you don't jam the car, they'll jam yours. Will you beat them? Ah yes, you will get them arrested. Your plans for that day is affected. You waste your money, you waste energy. With AXA, you can be protected.
Get the protection that pays today. Call 0700 AXA Mansa to get a motor insurance that pays. AXA, know you can.
From the Watts Network and Paramount, it's a brand new season of Kids Say the Darndest Things. These kids are real, totally unrehearsed. They say anything.
Where do you get the money you use to buy things?
I borrowed them from my mom.
You never know what's coming next.
Where would you go if you could go anywhere in the world driving your plane?
Ibadan.
And that's exactly why you can't miss it. Kids Say the Darndest Things headline sponsor, Indomie, in association with Invest Niger, ValueJet, and Kids FM. Watch Kids Say the Darndest Things starting July 5th on Watts Network's YouTube channel, Africa Magic Family, NTA, and Silverbird.
Hotels and Suites. 50 years on, truly so much more than just a hotel.
2 drops of lemon, a spoon of charcoal, and salt.
What are you mixing? Why is there charcoal all over the place?
It's my teeth whitening mixture. I want to be like you.
Forget this concoction. Just use the new Pepsodent Natural Charcoal Whitening Toothpaste.
Get naturally whiter teeth with the new Pepsodent Natural Charcoal Whitening Toothpaste, made with natural activated charcoal that whitens your teeth and lemon essence that deeply cleanses. Pepsodent Charcoal, natural charcoal, whiter teeth.
Wetin be your PSA? Now you I dey follow talk. You wey dey listen to me for radio. If you no sabi am, na serious own go be that o. Yeah, your PSA na the way to check on your prostate, so you go fit detect prostate cancer early. If you don pass 35 years, bros, you suppose know these things na. Visit www.thehowfoundation.net. Make you register for free blood test for any of our centers today.
Before, my family can go 1 week without drama.
1 week, one wahala. Maggie, oh, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Yeah. Okay, now my Maggie make it right. Come with piece of peace. Oh, no, come at all, oh, beef, Maggie, oh, Maggie, oh, Maggie, oh, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Me and Maggie so good together.
Let me tell you about one of the most expensive calls you can make in Lagos. It's the one you make when your car breaks down at night. You finally find a towing service. Then the price makes you wonder whether it's the car or your bank account that's broken. Now hear this. Cherry by Kaloha has introduced Kaloha Care 667 Rescue. If you own a Cherry and your vehicle breaks down anywhere in Lagos, day or night, one call gets a rescue team deployed within 15 minutes. The cost? Nothing. It comes with your Cherry. Ownership also includes 6 years of free service, a 6-year warranty, and if a fault isn't fixed within 7 days, you get a gutsy car. Call 07000-667-667. And if you're considering your next car, visit any Kaloha showroom in Lagos. Terms and conditions apply. Cherry by Kaloha. Excellence in after sales.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo. LG Duo Cool. Mosquitoes away. Air conditioner keeps mosquitoes far away. LG Duo Cool.
And because LG cares beyond products, eligible customers can access free malaria insurance upon purchase of an air conditioner from Fuani showroom or any authorized dealer store nationwide.
The season finale of the I Beg to Differ debate tournament, the Tournament of Champions, begins Monday, August 10 at 3 p.m. Come witness brilliance, witness courage, witness history in the making. This is 4 weeks of fierce intellectual battles, 16 of Nigeria's secondary schools, 3 debates every day. And the only question we are asking, who will be crowned the champion of champions? And you've got to witness that. Lagos. Champions from Abuja, from Port Harcourt, from Lagos, going head to head, shoulder to shoulder, and the ultimate battle of ideas, logic, and persuasion. This is all about Nigeria. This is an epic debate, Lagos. You cannot afford to miss it. For sponsorship inquiries, please email info@nigeriainfo.fm or I beg to differ @nigeriainfo.fm. I beg to differ, the Tournament of Champions.
With 99.3 Nigeria Info comes information, conversation, and the stories that matter.
Similarly, Fubara, he has declared his support for President Bola Tinubu's second term.
Slave must be a slave, no matter the wealth they acquire.
Shola has been working all his life to tell you that he could not be the room and parlor. There's a house for his last born.
To claim he doesn't have any and using that to push his candidacy is disingenuous.
As that you continue to have on your mandate, we shall stand. Anything and everything in the National Assembly.
We are just getting lost every day. God will help us, so if we allow God to help us.
Let's talk right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages,
it's game on.
Feel the magic in the air.
For you, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Time for Sports Drive's sister show, Game On. In the morning, you enjoy Sports Drive with the team. In the evening, you have the Game On show. Over the weekends, it's Football Frenzy that comes to the fore. All of these programs and shows brought to you by the number one sports team on radio in Nigeria, Femi and The Gang. Well, on the broadcast for the next hour or so, we will be looking at Team Nigeria's performance at the just concluded Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, Scotland. The embattled FIFA President Gianni Infantino and what his future could look like in the coming days and weeks. And transfer stories are coming to the fore. Chelsea selling, Chelsea also buying. All of these we have for you on the show. Before we switch to the WAFCON side of things, WAFCON 2026 ongoing. And there will be a big game for tonight. A fixture that reminds you of the AFCON final about 6-7 months back. Morocco, Senegal. Femi and The Gang will bring to you live commentary coverage of that fixture later this evening. So the Game On show comes to an end by 8:45 p.m. Enough of the talking, let's show some walking, shall we? My name is Chuma Nnoli in the company of Azubike Onicha, who's been here with me since 7 p.m. and the one and only Chidozie Okoroji, aka Overdose. Good evening to you,
brother man. A wonderful evening to you, Chuma Nnoli of the Most High. Azubike Onicha looking like a French Open umpire, you know, making so much money, of course, from Grand Slam titles. But then again, I like the suit, you know. It just shows you're suited for this lifestyle. But anyways, it's good to be here. And of course, wonderful evening to everybody listening. Yes, that the man has eaten a full egg doesn't mean he has eaten a full chicken. So says the elders. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, it's all about making sure that we break things down into bits of pieces. And so, when a man pays respect to a great person, he's also paving the way for his own greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the show on the way.
Indeed, that's low. David Adeshino will be your commentator for that Morocco-Senegal fixture in the company of Pamela Jerome later this evening, still representing the team. See how we can maximize the next 1 hour. I think we may not have that privilege that much, but let's touch on as many things as possible. At least starting with Team Nigeria's performance at the Commonwealth Games. We finished 7th on the final medal table as the best performing team from Africa. One man who will not forget these games in a hurry is the 400 meters champion Samuel Ogazi.
But here comes Ogazi now. Is he going to unleash that power? Can Richard stay with him? No, he can't. Ogazi going clear. A battle for third place there with good running from the South African too. But that's a big, big win. 44.26. And he's 4 or 5 meters clear. Wow. It's a very breezy morning yet again here in Scotland, in this west side of Scotland, on the west end of Glasgow. But Ogazi there has taken that field down with consummate ease.
Incredible stuff really from Samuel Ogazi, who ran 44.25 seconds to win the gold medal in the men's 400 meters event, becoming in the process the first Nigerian ever to get gold in that event at the Commonwealth Games. There was a bit of history around the place too for Ezekiel Nathaniel. He's came in the 400 meters hurdles, first Nigerian to get gold in that event as well. Chukwuebuka Nekwechi rose to the occasion as always. There was Ruth Usoro proving her mettle too in the competition. Tobi Amusu got a bronze medal. Expected her to get gold, but again, she's human after all said and done. Still the record holder for the 100 meters hurdles for women. And we also saw Nigeria's Koinsola Ajayi, who had come into this as the red hot favourites for gold, but who had to settle for bronze in the process. We finished ahead of South Africa and Kenya amongst the African nations that took part in the party. 7th overall for us. Australia topped the final medal table. England was 2nd. Nigeria 7th. South Africa just out of the top 10, 11th. And we also did see the quality of Kenya coming to the 4 in the top 15 of that. Now to these guys who are signing players with no disguise, because whether you're young or old, Chelsea seem to have ambitions to get you into their ranks. The latest now being Jordan Henderson. He's joined the Blues officially. Well, he's a man who had gone to Saudi Arabia and came back. Who would have thought that he will play for a team as high profile as Chelsea when he initially left for Saudi Arabia? It's a 2-year deal. His contract with Brentford was mutually terminated, and Chelsea came in to get the 36-year-old who captained Liverpool to the Premier League title in the 2019-2020 season and also got quite a handful of trophies with the Reds. Champions League, FA Cup, League Cup twice, and UEFA Super Cup. Not forgetting the FIFA Club World Cup while he was playing at Anfield. I'm quiet. I'm sure you guys are wondering why I'm quiet. I'm quiet because I'm just thinking about how life works sometimes. Sometimes you think something has come to an end, but it looks like it's the beginning of something bigger, really. Mourinho, people thought, oh, he kept going down after he left Manchester United. You know, I thought this one, that one. But he's now the coach of the biggest football club in the world, Real Madrid. Jordan Henderson, when he went to Saudi Arabia, you would have thought that's the end.
That one goal from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, bro.
I think changed his whole career.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, the goalkeeper scored a goal to keep them in the Champions League. Yeah, I can't remember Lunin now. So
Andre
Lunin. Yeah.
So it's just Lunin that scored that goal.
I think it.
Lunin is actually a goalkeeper for Real Madrid, right?
Okay.
I'm not going to mix them up. I'm not so sure again. But I
go and search out the stats and share. But yeah, Lunin is with Real Madrid. Here's check out the stats and come back with it.
All thanks to PS2.
Wow. While Henderson is moving to Chelsea after his time with Brentford, we're now having these guys who were in the talent area last season to cause commotion because they played better than the team that just gained promotion in that context. Como want to get someone from Chelsea, Trevor Chalobah, for £31 million. Como agreeing a deal with the Blues for the defender Chalobah, who's 27 years of age, and is expected to sign a long-term contract with that team, who qualified for the Champions League by finishing fourth in the talent area last season,
above
handled by the one and only Cesc Fabregas, who himself had played for Chelsea. So many of these transfer stories connected to Chelsea left, right, and centre. I'm just wondering, man. Looks like these guys have serious plans. They're world champions. They want to become champions of England again as well, and overdose.
As you want to go first, or should I take the honor?
Please go ahead.
All right then. You know, you took it out of my mouth, talking about the fact that Pavlidis is the name of the goalkeeper. I was trying to remember. Yeah, of course. Sorry, I don't know. I'll have to confirm that first off. But talking about Chelsea, so this is the funny thing about life. Life really rewards those who, at the end of the day, don't give up. In anything you do, just don't give up. I believe that Danny Welbeck and, of course, Jordan Henderson are a product of not giving up. Because I remember Jordan Henderson went to Saudi Arabia, but he said, you know what, I want to come back to mainstream Europe. I want to play football in Europe. And then went to Brentford, I believe, last season. And Jordan Henderson, when you look at him, he's not your typical go-to midfielder. But then there's something he brings, that just makes him still relevant, whether you like it or not. Jordan Henderson has experience. You can't buy that from the convenience store. You can't buy it online. You can't buy it from the supermarket. And I think that's what Chelsea saw. They saw a man who really is a leader. I saw Jordan Henderson play for Liverpool, and he showed those characteristics of a man who still has a lot to deliver. Might not have so much to deliver for Chelsea, but they sure need his experience. And whether you like it or not, Danny Welbeck also sits in that bracket, because this is a man who's played for Man United, also played for Arsenal. We saw what he did with Brighton. Brighton are not your go-to club when it comes to, clubs that are doing quite well, but he still was able to churn out goals, especially after João Pedro left Brighton and Hove Albion. João Pedro was like the main man, but then he left to Chelsea, and Danny Welbeck was still churning out the goals. Maybe not as you would like, because of course they had different goal scorers. You had, of course, Kaoru Mitoma. You also had, other players who could fill in the spaces, so much so that they brought back Pascal Gross from Borussia Dortmund. But the point I'm trying to make is, whether you like it or not, you might look at those two players and say, why are Chelsea going for them? But the truth is, Danny Welbeck has scored against the big sides in his career. He scored against Manchester United, even as just recently as the FA Cup, scored against them. I think Brighton defeated Man United 2-0 and the FA Cup, and then Man United were out of the competition. So Danny Welbeck has that experience. He can bring it for a Chelsea side who also have players that can get goals for them. So you look at them and you say, okay, not your typical Chelsea signings, but true, the fact remains that you cannot deny that they can also change games, whether you like it or not. Jordan Henderson can play in the FA Cup, he can play in the Carabao Cup, he can even come into the Champions League, especially where there are suspensions. And you know, the funny thing is, it's going to be a long season. Players will get injured, injuries will come, suspensions will be there. So you need depth in squad, and I think that's what Chelsea are going for. We don't get the prime players, so to speak, but we have those players who have been there. They understand the terrain, they know where the bones are buried. So whether you like it or not, it's still a kind of good transfer business for them. I'm not going to lie to you, because you definitely want everything, especially in a market that is defined by high price fees. Getting a Jordan Henderson for as little as next to nothing. I know Danny Welbeck, of course, a man who surely can give you the goals when he definitely, on a good day, is in form. He can score 2 or 3 goals. That's Danny Welbeck for you. He has the energy, he has the pace, he knows how to play into the box. He can play as a top defender, he can play from the wing. So whether you like it or not, Chelsea are benefiting, and I can't wait for the new season to start, because I know that a whole lot of drama is going to unfold. Drama in terms of, you know, teams surprising us, teams, you know, just shooting for titles, the challengers, the pretenders. But I'll tell you one thing, Chelsea will challenge next season, whether you like it or not. Okay. Whether Xabi Alonso is the man, that's what I can't place my finger on, based on his antecedents with Real Madrid. But history again tells me that this is a man who took Bayer Leverkusen in such an unbeaten stretch, so much so that the only time they were beaten was in the Europa League final against Atalanta. Can he replicate that at Chelsea? It's going to be difficult, because you have a Mikel Arteta there, who of course.
It's a brand new day, I'm feeling stronger. Yeah, I fit to do anything, I fit to do my work now. Yesterday was tough, but I don't repair, I don't recover. Yeah, see me as a friend.
Repair and recover with Astimine, a blend of amino acids and multivitamins.
Darling, wake up. It's time for school.
Accommodate entrepreneur.
This girl, even in your sleep, you're still spelling.
Yes, your child could win the MTN Impulse Spelling Bee competition with over 40 million naira worth of prizes, including scholarship grants, laptops, smartphones, and the opportunity to become MTN CEO for a day. Register now at impulse.mtn.ng. Terms and conditions apply.
Ologo Market, 3,500 naira. Oh, goodness. Limits to choke you. Have no choice? Join InDrive. You can choose a ride, passenger, and negotiate the price that benefits to both of you. Wow, freedom! InDrive. Fairness to earn more. InDrive connects drivers and clients, and is not a taxi service. It is not responsible for agreements between users. Learn more at indrive.com.
2 drops of lemon, a spoon of charcoal, and salt.
What are you mixing? Why is there charcoal all over the place?
It's my teeth whitening mixture. I want to be like you.
Forget this concoction. Just use the new Pepsodent Natural Charcoal Whitening Toothpaste.
Get naturally whiter teeth with the new Pepsodent Natural Charcoal Whitening Toothpaste, made with natural activated charcoal that whitens your teeth and lemon essence that deeply cleanses. Pepsodent Charcoal, natural charcoal, whiter teeth.
Guy, this World Cup go to every match could be full of action. Now so, time don't reach to light up your fire and fire up the World Cup with 22bet. 22bet? What do you make a difference? Simple. New users fit sign up and enjoy welcome bonus of up to 180,000 naira. 180,000 naira? Oh, that one is serious fire. Exactly. Stick on World Cup matches. Feel the heat of the game and stand a chance to win big. Join thousands of fans already winning with 22bet. Light up your fire with 22bet. Sign up today and enjoy a welcome bonus up to 180,000 naira. Terms and conditions apply. 22bet. Play responsibly.
Before, my family can go 1 week without drama. 1 week, one wahala. Maggie, oh, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Yeah, okay, now my Maggie, they keep right. Come with piece of peace. Oh, no, come at all, oh, before. Maggie, oh, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together.
Lagos people know quality. You have worked for the best. Your car should match your standard. Cherry by Kaloha gives you 6 years of free service, 6 years warranty, and if anything happens, fixed within 7 days. Or we hand you a courtesy car. 667. Your Cherry protected the way Lagos demands. Visit a Kaloha showroom in Lagos today to enjoy peace of mind.
T's and C's apply.
Cherry by Kaloha. Excellence in after sales.
Would you like to migrate overseas through the education route without breaking your bank? The UK and Canada Education Fair 2026 offers you the opportunity to meet one-on-one with foreign universities for a direct consultation on admission, scholarships, study loans, and updated visa rules. The date is Saturday, 8th of August 2026 at Radisson Hotel, GRA Ikeja, Lagos, and the time is 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Attendance is free. Register now at ronald-partners.net. That is at ronald-partners.net. The WhatsApp number is 0907 336 0515. Again, 0907 336 0515. This is brought to you by Ronald and Partners Consult.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Of the engaging, educative, and insightful station.
The Nigerian, how did he die? Is the question.
South African lives were lost unwantingly like this on Nigerian soil. Would the SA government be prying into cause of death?
South Africans are against their own African brother. Government go there, hold a meeting with them. Then we sit on
the security paramount to them. They are going to make sure that inaction doesn't work.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages,
it's game on.
Feel the
Femi The Gang running things here, 99.3 Nigeria Info, Chumazu, and Overdose in the studio. David Additional to come later with coverage of the game involving Morocco and Senegal. Pamela Jerome will be his color commentator for that fixture. Our studio coverage will be activated from 8:45 p.m. Between now and then, let's keep talking on the Game On show and having to hear from you too. The WhatsApp portal open for your thoughts as always. There's X at Nigeria Info FM. That's at Nigeria Info FM. And we're streaming live on Facebook as well as YouTube. Facebook, Nigeria Info space 99.3. That's how you can find us. Nigeria Info space. You're not spelling the space. Just give some space there. And then 99.3. And on YouTube, it's just Nigeria Info FM. Before the break, Overdose was waxing lyrical on why he believes Chelsea are cooking something and why everywhere goes stew by the time the season starts. We'll just wrap up before Azu comes in and then we switch to other things.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just wanted to wrap up by saying that, there will be many competitions, and whether you like it or not, you need these players. The experience of these players will surely count. So Mukairo Mudryk is coming back, that's for sure. You have Jordan Henderson, you have Danny Welbeck. These are players who have been tested, who have been trusted. Whether or not, they're going to actually deliver, time will tell. But I believe that they will give something to Chelsea, something extra, something that Chelsea fans will look at and say, okay, we went into the season and we're not disappointed. So, for me personally, I think it's a fair side of business for Chelsea, and they might just go above and beyond in making Chelsea who they are next season.
Incredible stuff. Next season is not too far away from now because first off, there's the Community Shield coming through in less than a fortnight time, and then the new campaign will be up and running after that. Azu, I'm quite excited for the fact that we're not too far away from that reality of the new season, and I'm wondering, so far for these transfer window, who you feel say don't serious pass? I don't think Arsenal have done too much, to be fair, but who will blame them? The current champions, man, they have a good squad already. Manchester United, don't they around? Liverpool, new manager. Chelsea, be like an serious pass for England.
I think Chelsea have done a lot
so far.
I think Chelsea have done a lot as far as the big boys are concerned. Even though they're not going to be in the Champions League, they understand what he
because they will not be there. See your life.
No, I had to bring that in when I say big boys, so people don't feel like big boys and they're not in the Champions League. I have to clear the air. They are still one of the big boys. I understand where you're coming from, Truman. I will not fall for that.
Sorry, sir.
Just a couple of days.
You also have Valentin Bako too.
Yeah,
who they got on a 7-year deal from Strasbourg.
They've really made some good deals. They've also got Denner, an 18-year-old who maybe will be understudying, but that's like the man to replace Cucurella for now. I know they'll still get to do one or two more deals. My first joy is the fact that they got a Xabi Alonso rather, as a manager, not as a coach. Because these days we need to understand who a manager is, and I think that's what Alonso did at Bayer Leverkusen while he was successful. He had total control in that dressing room. I hope that's what is going to happen right here. I hope that manager is not written as just manager, because at Real Madrid he had that challenge. It was Florentino Perez almost always calling the shots, or the board was almost calling the shots, and it was a huge issue for him. That's why you had players like Vinicius not giving him that honor that he felt he deserved as a manager. And I think also what's his name again, Kylian Mbappe, top scorers, doing well individually, but we are talking about a team game right here. I've done this thing before. Let me bring that same thing I've done in my place into this place, and I think all of those things didn't work out. There were issues behind the scenes. So Chelsea have done a couple of great stuff. We mentioned Welbeck and Jordan Ellison. These are guys who, should I say, phasing out? But there must have been something they saw, and I think we've gotten a bit of explanation. These guys have got the experience, and maybe they need them to just get on that team. You've lost players like Cucurella to a big team like Real Madrid. There was no way even Alonso wasn't going to go back if he was called for such a deal. Garnacho didn't have the best of seasons. He had to leave for Aston Villa, at least for a loan transfer. Tyreek George also has made that move. A young boy who is looking to get something worked out. Andre Santos also moving to join Manchester United is a good deal for those guys who got them. Now we're talking about the Chelsea players. The big boys have got to be the names we mentioned earlier. They've got Morgan Rogers also in the team. They've got Maxence Lacroix, who had a great World Cup. Yeah. Is it Lacroix right now? I cannot go call him one.
Either way, man, the conversation around that player will be the crux of the matter.
Exactly. So Emega is a Nigerian who's also Dutch, who's also joining the team from Strasbourg. So they've got a couple of players. I think about over 10 of them Chelsea have got this season. We talked about Mikhailo Mudryk. From what we heard recently, we also confirmed that he won't be playing. I think it's going to take a bit of time for him to get back into the team. That's what Alonso has confirmed. So put all of this together, Chelsea have got a great squad. My joy for them is that they are spoiled for choice. As much as players are leaving, they are getting a lot, and that means some other players have got to leave for them to balance their books. And it just reminds me of what happened when they had Frank Lampard. They want to get back into that space easily, but mind you, it's not going to be as easy as it was back then. Yeah, they had maybe a better side with Lampard, not like the top quality players, but a team. I think that's what they did that worked out for them right over that at that time. Now you have even teams like Brentford, teams like Bournemouth, like we mentioned, chasing after you like Como did in the Italian League last season. So it's going to be tough for Chelsea.
They don't want to fall down
to
no
make
more.
Things happen, because a lot of these players are coming in as new boys, newbies. Maybe that's why they brought in those guys. Sometimes it might not be them doing the jobs on the pitch. How many games did Henderson play at the World Cup? But it was there as part of the team. Sometimes you need those experiences into it. Welbeck is not a prolific goal scorer. I will have to say it the way he is. You go check his stats, you just know that. But the days he's going to score, you're not going to expect him. He stands up on those big games sometimes. I started watching Welbeck from 2011, and I know how much he did for Alex Ferguson before. I think he was part of the team that won that league title with was it Van Persie? Can't remember exactly, but I know Welbeck has got his own quality. So put all of those things together. Chelsea are doing some good things, but surely they know themselves that it should take them time to blend. So if they rush Alonso at this point, then they will be very unfair on him. Just understand that what he has to do, the title might not be their target. Bring us back to the UEFA Champions League. Take us as far as you can in the other competitions, smaller and let's see what the team will unfold into the next season.
Build something, man, is important. I'll just touch on a few more transfer stories because time is not my best friend at this stage. Let's to talk around the Nigerian women's national team in football in a bit. as to permutations and calculations around how they can qualify beyond the group phase of WAFCON 2026. But how about this one for you, Magic in the Air? Play beneath my voice, please. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, on that note, AFC Bournemouth are in the mix. They have been chasing Sevilla right back, Yuan Lu. They want to get him for £11.1 million. Their new manager, Marco Rose, is keen to add even more quality to that squad. He's 22 years of age, and Yuan Lu is quite a tall guy, an attacking fullback with significant experience despite his young age. Bournemouth believe that they can use that to galvanize the quality for next season. We saw quite a handful of pre-season friendly matches over the weekend. Man City lost. Yeah, Chelsea did not smile that much either. Liverpool were beaten and conceded 4 goals in 20 minutes in the second half after having a fantastic first 45. Just showing how much work that team will have to do in the quest to get back to being amongst the
My
best.
mind is always on the coach when I hear results.
Right, but my mind is on the fact that it's just preseason, so no rushing. Okay. Tottenham beat Chelsea by 2-1. AFC Bournemouth were 1-0 better than FC Tokyo, and Man City lost to Inter through penalty kicks after the game ended 1-1 initially. Manchester United were 2-1 better than Atletico Madrid. It was good to see Brian Buemo stepping up to get a brace for them in that. I'm sure that Brian will be a key figure for them for this season. Real Madrid 2, Fiorentina to another result, and Girona lost to Arsenal by 4-1. Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus amongst the goal scorers for the Gunners in that. Speaking about the Gunners, they would like to get Vinicius Junior right as a goal scorer too, but maybe not this summer, because all the reports are suggesting that Real Madrid are ready to resume contract talks with Vinicius Junior this week amid the interest from the Premier League champions Arsenal. But while the prospect of one of the world's best attackers moving to North London has actually caused some excitement around the fans of Arsenal, there's still a lot to be desired, because Real Madrid look like a bunch who are keen to keep him with them for a while. Vinicius' representatives and Real Madrid have been in talks over a new contract for the past 18 months. His current deal, we know, will run out in 2027. It's pertinent they wrap things up with him now, else they also risk having him move on a free transfer when that contract ends next year, if he were not to move this summer. Nigeria's Super Falcons had beaten Zambia by 1-0, courtesy of a goal from our one and only superstar, 6-time African Women's Footballer of the Year, Asisat Oshoala. In the first half, we saw a Nigerian sent-off in the 40th minute of that game. Demeyin will not be too excited with that news, or would she? So we've played most of the game with 10 women, but still held on to win. And apparently for Michelle Alozie, who had quite a fantastic game, she knew it was not an easy reality. They just had to be as resilient as they could be.
It was so exhausting. All props to Zambia. Obviously, they have Barb and Rachel and Priska, and they're definitely really fast. So I think it was just a really testament for us of how we were able to defend and keep them.
All right, how about what's next? We have Egypt to play on Wednesday, a game that you enjoy live on Nigeria Info with our live commentary. Overdose will be your commentator for that game, by the way, on Wednesday. And she says, yeah, okay. Don't forget. Yeah. She says, the ladies are still fighting. That's Michelle now.
I mean, definitely don't count us out. I know we obviously didn't start the way that we wanted to, but, you know, I feel like the Super Falcons always show up again and again. And so I just need the fans to stay with us and stay supporting us.
Speaking about supporting us, guys, let's look at the pros and cons around the permutations and the likes as far as this reality is concerned for the Nigerian contingent. There's been the whole talk about what happens if Zambia were to beat Malawi, meaning that if Nigeria beats Egypt, Zambia beats Malawi, then it's going to be 6 points for 3 of them, Malawi, Nigeria, and Zambia. And then the head-to-head record too would have been cancelled, because it would have been a case of Malawi have a better head-to-head than Nigeria. Nigeria have a better head-to-head than Zambia. Zambia would have had a better head-to-head than Malawi. And what's good for the goose is good for Zambia and the Ganda and propaganda, whatever it is now. So it will get into, goal difference, as people have said. But before it gets into goal difference, they will first off have to look at, just isolate, they will take away Egypt, who will be the whipping girls of the group if Nigeria were to beat them, and focus on what the goal difference between the 3 teams are, between Zambia, Nigeria, and Malawi. As things stand, Nigeria's goal difference in that conversation is 0, because we lost 3-2 to Malawi and then beat Zambia by a goal to nothing.
Scored 3, lost, considered 3.
Yeah, a friend of mine is exiling, my brother. Not exactly exiling. You know, as things stand to you for Malawi, the goal difference as things stand amongst the three of them, we'll forget Egypt now, is +1. And for Zambia, as things are at the moment, the goal difference is -1. So if Zambia were to beat Malawi by a goal to nothing, then it's going to be Zambia's goal difference 0, Malawi's goal difference 0, Nigeria's goal difference 0.
No, Malawi has 1 goal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Zambia were to beat
okay,
Malawi,
they were to beat
1-0
by 1-0, okay.
Yeah, it's going to cancel everything like that. Nigeria's goal difference is currently 0. But the positivity will now come around goal scored.
That means if Nigeria were to be on that 6 points conversation, that means they would have scored a goal. So they will be on +1 already.
No, you're out of Egypt. They're not going to add Egypt.
I get your point now.
Yeah, it's just going to be between Malawi, Nigeria, and Zambia. Yeah, so it will now be a case of goals scored at that stage. And because Nigeria scored 2 against Malawi and 1 against Zambia, we have 3 goals that we've scored. Zambia, if they were to beat Malawi by just a goal to nothing, would have in the tripartite arrangement, would just have scored 1 goal.
So all Malawi needs now is just a draw.
For Malawi, a draw is good. They're good. For Nigeria, a draw for Malawi and Zambia, if Nigeria beats Egypt, is enough for the Super Falcons. But if Zambia were to beat Malawi, that's where all of these calculations come to the fore. And the biggest prayer for Nigerians will be, if you don't want to get to a stage where they talk about the holistic goal difference in the entire group, adding Egypt now to it, then Nigeria will be hoping that Zambia don't beat Malawi by 4 goals to 3 or anything above that. Because at that stage, it will now be a case of the overall goal difference in the group. It's crazy because these are the things that we talk about with the Super Eagles, where they make us come out calculator or can calculate things. Now, wait, we don't. Now, so Nigerian football don't do now. I'm asking, are we getting to a stage where even these Super Falcons are taking us to the calculators?
They never try for you.
Is this? No, I'm not blaming Super Falcons. I'm talking about Nigerian football holistically, because honestly, if we get to a stage where even these Super Falcons are making us press calculators, then that should be enough of a point to know that Nigerian football is, with all due respect, in tatters. Because if the ones who are always successful for you normally take you to a place where the other ones used to take you to,
how about we look at it from the angle that others are rising up to the occasion?
That's what we always say every time, right? And I love that line really when we say others, they are no longer minnows in African football. But we just saw Zambia beat Egypt 6-0. It's only when it's Nigeria's turn that we now manage to beat a small team with just a narrow scoreline. Then we now tell ourselves, they are no longer minnows in African football. Meanwhile, we see people, they flog people. I don't like that line, though.
But again, when you say it, you're just reminding yourself to do better, to always be on guard. Like somebody who will always guide, you understand? Because you know that there are rainy days ahead. So you just tell yourself, make a guide, because you don't know what will come next. So nobody knows the future. So you need to remind yourself, there are no minnows in football, so that when you meet the minnows, you also remember that there are no minnows. And that will enable you to play hard.
Bro,
exactly.
Go hard.
Yeah. Me. Knows that even Minamino will know that they are still minnows.
But seriously, but you know, if you tell yourself that they are still minnows, then you are lax, then you are laid back, and you leave room for them to exploit you. Because those minnows too know that normally on paper these people pass us, but more show them, say this is not paper, this is the field of play. So any mistake you make, they're gonna see what happened against Malawi now. A lot of the comments like, "Hey, oh Nigeria, how you gonna allow Malawi beat you? Hey, oh Malawi."
But I hope Nigeria is true.
Yeah, exactly. So
are we going to
Nigeria, maybe they go in their head, they'll be like, I mean, these are minnows.
First time,
but Minamino can't shock them. You understand? So that's say they beat.
So whether the top or finish second, which is what the target should be, at least finish second.
Yeah.
So
let them just qualify for World Cup. That's my own. Whether they win the title or not, just make the final four to qualify for World Cup.
You know when conversations, you know when conversations take you to a place where you didn't even plan it that way for the show, because you already had your talking points, and time is not our best friend, by the way. But I want us, before Azu speaks, to go to the phone lines right now. Are there still minnows in African football or not? Please, at least now it's your. I would like you to share with us. Schumann Nolly says,
or generally,
there are still minnows in African football.
There are minnows, but now they disguise, so there are no minnows.
It's only Nigeria that when we fail to beat this team, so now come on, be giving ourselves the excuse by saying there are no longer minnows in African football. That's why we did not beat those guys.
Look at what Cape Verde
did. Zambia beat Egypt 6-0. So
Cape Verde. If anybody had told you that Cape Verde will slug it out against Argentina, Chuma Noli,
in life,
would you believe?
They always one-offs. They always experience.
Let's call it. Wait, Cape Verde took Argentina all the way. If normally on paper, would you have said that?
Sorry, now maybe host normally. I suppose they neutral. No vex. But I know vex.
I'm hosting the calls.
When Portugal play against Gibraltar,
you are hosting calls.
Bro, when Portugal play Gibraltar, you know that Gibraltar will falter. They cannot climb the altar. There are some matches that when you see it, Portugal, you don't say now like 9-0, and that's the truth. But it's only when it's Nigeria and I say there are no longer minnows in African football. I beg. Let me open the phone lines. Talk to me.
No minnows again. The minnows not the disguise. You don't know who are minnows.
Can I take
0201
Can I host this show?
Please host the calls.
0201
You're welcome.
0993. That's our number. Good evening. Welcome.
How you doing? What's up?
I'm fine. Like I said, don't provoke me for studio. No vex.
My brother, no. In fact, I'm vexing.
I get everybody in the house.
You're welcome. Are there still minnows in African football? What do you think?
You know, like now, as I'm talking to you, game doesn't play on the paper now. It's what you see into the pitch. So African football is going, the way it's going down. Like even itself, you don't have any reasonable good referee. Like see that game against Zambia. So they say
I don't want us to be real. Sorry, I know you're making some points, which makes sense, but I have a point I like you to talk on. Are there still minnows in African football or not? Please.
There's this small
Let's
boys.
focus on that.
Are there still in football?
They are still, but they are already killing it small. They are still, if they can able to remove this their attitude on our sport, I think everything will be better.
All right.
They are still over there.
Thank you so much. Great to hear from you. Are there still minnows in African football or not? I'd like to get your thoughts on this one. It's Game On with Femi and the Gang out Nigeria. For good evening.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Choo.
Yeah.
Chewing it up.
I greet you.
We greet you. Time is running, so let's get to it, please. Time is running. Yeah.
Yeah, on the quick one, Chuma, for me, the main news is plenty die, then plenty.
You sure?
The only plenty, it remains for that minute to come and show themselves on the field of play. You know, like Overdose used to say, those of the proverb. So now when dog bite man, English. But when man come bite dog, it's good to see. So now we don't see so we see all those upsets, all the see. Me no city now. So now my daddy.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you for calling in. Well, the famous line is there are no longer minnows in African football. What's your take on that? WhatsApp also buzzing with your thoughts, and X activated at Nigeria Info FM. Azu, okay, after this call, you share what you wanted to share with us earlier from your POV. Hello? Yes, sir.
And
Azu and Overdose. Yeah.
Minnows Boko now.
You sure see them Boko?
Boko, the Republic of Chad, South Sudan, the Botswana, the Boko. If they do proper.
But see, Benin Republic beat Nigeria the other time, oh.
No, then Boko.
So you should see them.
Benin Republic not Milo. Benin Republic get players, oh.
Okay.
Oh, they're not Milo.
Okay.
No.
They are Sino.
No. They're like assistant minnows.
Assistant.
Now you say assistant minnow. Assistant class captain.
So do I really have much to say if minnows are still there? Okay, for me, surely there will always be minnows, and they will come up when the big boys have chosen not to rise to the occasion or look down on them. When you see, I've checked something.
Yeah.
You go out there and watch maybe a five-a-side, and you're so happy. These boys are good. You take those same boys to a more classy event, and you say, maybe this guy they show skill for them. You now see the disparity and see the quality of that boy on a bigger stage. Number one, he's dealing with exposure. Number two, he's dealing with
the pressure that also comes on that level.
The instincts. That's why I said exposure. Exposure goes on with that pressure and all of those things. Then it's not dealing with the instinct to cope on that kind of a football play. I played with a very fantastic guy. When would they play 5 aside? This guy could scatter. We can't go JJ Okocha Stadium for Gwash. Felix lost for PG. I played for Pastor that day. All those in leg.
But it's one of those things.
Yeah.
You know,
Now,
we have off days.
Now, one of the maybe once, maybe twice. I have seen Felix play. I said, oh, guy. That's why I call him Felix, not Felix. Felix.
You have to bring it down to the
So maybe he went offline.
Okay, no do what he's supposed to. He lost. So the thing, what I'm trying to say is, as good as you are, you can do so well in your nation, but coming out there are still classes to this thing.
True.
The day Argentina play these guys again that we just mentioned, even with Lionel Messi, they go feature for. They go job for. We are saying they are good. Come win Nations Cup. Let's even start with that. I'm not saying they're a bad side.
Sometimes
I'm not saying they're a bad side.
So
it takes a tournament to spring a team up.
Sorry, just to add this. Even as we humans, there are some times when you go somewhere and by your own standards you didn't do well, but people will come up to you and say, "Guy, you killed it," and you're like, "But on a normal day, I can do better." Exactly. So it's like that. You might look at them and say, "Oh, they are minnows," but when the job at hand is something that they really want to make an impression, they go all out. So I wouldn't say that they are minnows. Yeah, well, okay. I'll say they are minnows, but then these minnows can pull up surprises. That's where I leave it.
All right, thank you, sir. On that note, we need to leave it too because we have a commercial break staring at us. Just to mention that Nigeria's Flying Eagles lost to Burkina Faso by 2-0 in the final group game of the WAFU B competition, but they've still progressed into the knockout rounds of that competition. And Eintracht Frankfurt have gotten Rafael Onyedika, Nigerian midfielder from Club Brugge. Yeah, important that we mention that to you. Gianni Infantino is coming under more pressure. The English FA have said they are likely, in fact, reports are saying that they are likely to withdraw their support for his re-election as UEFA have also started legal proceedings against Gianni Infantino.
Can he just resign?
Be like bicycle, as they say. We have a commercial break to sort out. When we return, I don't know, he can resign as a FIFA president in the future, but maybe now he should resign as a FIFA president. We'll be back with more of our coverage of WAFCON 2026 after this break. Chuma Azu and Overdose.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens.